HighLevel's got some really exciting updates for loan officers this week, including the ability to buy domains inside your HighLevel account. More on this and more coming up in this week's weekly breakdown right now. All right, guys, first up, we have the ability to allow multiple opportunities into a workflow. Guys, this is really exciting. This is the beginning of being able to track multiple loans throughout a pipeline that are associated with one individual or multiple applications, right? Whichever way you're using this. This has been a limitation of HighLevel for a long time, is the ability, not having the ability to manage multiple opportunities as multiple different applications or loans. This does not solve everything by any means. They announced it, they were excited about it, it's cool, it definitely is a step in the right direction. There's still gonna be a ton of limitations, but it is definitely an indicator of where their focus is. It's an indicator of where they're headed, what they're trying to allow for. So this is really exciting, guys. In order to turn this on, I believe it's gonna be turned off by default. It definitely is for all of your existing workflows, but I believe when you create a new workflow, it'll be turned off by default as well. Essentially, all this is going to do is it's going to make it so that multiple different opportunities for the same contact can trigger the same workflow, even if you don't have this allow re-entry on. Okay, so let's say I have two different loans for the same borrower. In fact, they use real estate as an example. Sean used real estate as an example in this, different transactions on different properties. Okay, so let's imagine I have two loans, same borrower. Well, now when one loan makes it to, let's say, disclosure sent, that messaging can go out. When the next loan gets to disclosure sent, even if I don't have this allow re-entry on, it'll now recognize that this is a duplicate or a multiple opportunity situation and trigger the workflow again for that individual. Now, this doesn't give us the ability to identify which opportunities we want to update. It doesn't give us the ability to update a specific opportunity based on that identification. That's really what we're looking for the most part here. This is a step in the right direction. Again, it just kind of tells us where they're headed, what they're thinking about, what problems they're solving. So really excited about this one. All right, guys, next up, we have some updates to the ability to customize notifications for the client portal or for the community, for memberships, whichever one you're using. This has been a point of frustration, including for us. If you didn't know, we built our course on the HighLevel platform. Our community is hosted on the HighLevel platform. The one complaint that we've had consistently on our internal team side is the inability to adjust the email notifications. So now we have the ability to do this. So if you come in here and you go to client portal and you go to settings, you now have a new option called email settings. And this is going to allow you to check off different boxes to limit the amount of communications, the amount of emails that are getting sent to your community members. So again, if you're not using the client portal, this isn't going to pertain to you. If you are, you now have the ability to get more refined in your notification settings so that you're only sending out the notifications that you want to be. All right, guys, next up, this feature we are really, really excited about because it is going to allow us to help our clients get so much more out of their system right out of the gates. Guys, if you don't own a domain, if you've never bought a domain, if that's scary to you, great news. You now can buy your domain inside of HighLevel, which means it's going to work super clean, super easily to link up to your funnels, your websites, your email deliverability, all of that stuff. It's going to be one click, link those up because HighLevel is ultimately managing and hosting that domain in the back end. So how do you do this? How do you take advantage of this? Well, first off, your agency has to enable this in the company settings. So I'm going to show you where this is in your sub account, but if you haven't enabled it in the company settings at the agency level, you're not going to be able to see this. If your agency hasn't enabled it at the company level in the agency settings, you're not going to be able to see this. So if that's the case, let your agency owner know. If that's you, enable it. Again, you're going to go to company. I'm not doing it because it has a bunch of our company information that I don't want to put on the screen. But you go into under agency settings, you go to company, and it's one of your options like your premium triggers and workflows and conversation AI and all that stuff. So that said, you now can go over here, really easy, purchase a domain. I tested this one out earlier, mortgageconnection.com. Real easy, boom, buy, and it's gonna charge it directly to your wallet. You don't need to link up a new credit card, nothing like that, guys. This is awesome. We are really, really excited about this. Go in, if you're an Empower user, have at it. We've got the ability for you to buy domains at this point. If you're not, make sure your agency owner has this enabled and go for it. All right, speaking of websites, it's been a little bit since I showed you guys and plugged the templates, at least, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks maybe. So I just wanted to say, if I go here, right, we have new templates live. So these are all the new templates that are live. We have new templates for the website. We have new for websites, for funnels, for emails, for forms, for surveys, for social media, and a full new snapshot for credit repair. So kind of cool. You come in here, create from a template. You've got so many to choose from. We don't restrict this at all. I know that, obviously we only serve the mortgage industry, but at the end of the day, a lot of these templates are just cool templates to have. Like, look at this Linktree. This one's really cool. This is a Linktree replacement, built-in template right in there, plug and play, ready to go. Really cool stuff, guys. If you guys have not at all seen the templates that are available to you, this is a plug for you guys to go check it out. Forms, surveys, social media templates, funnels, websites, the works. So definitely go check that out. We've got a lot of new templates in there. All right, lastly, I've got this update on WhatsApp. Now, typically I leave these out, but we actually had our first interaction with a client where they said that they had a need or a desire for WhatsApp. And it was one that I think more people are probably going to have. This is really cool. I was excited to hear this and share this with you guys. Basically, the client that I was talking to was talking about them managing their overseas processing team, and how most of them in Latin America or in the Philippines, a lot of those guys are using WhatsApp to communicate. And so being able to have a sub account dedicated to managing that communication is something this client is really, really excited about. And so we're going to dabble in WhatsApp for the first time. So that said, nothing more than that really. I mean, that you have voice notes now. I couldn't tell you what all the features of WhatsApp were because I had no reason to look into it until just recently. So check it out. If that makes your wheels turn, if you have any comments, questions, concerns about using WhatsApp in order to manage that communication, please let us know. We'd love to hear more about it. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. Hands down, the one I'm most excited about is for the ability for you to go in and buy domains anytime. Like it just removes so much friction from taking steps in your marketing that you might not be doing because you're not used to managing DNS, you're not used to buying domains, hosting domains, you don't know where to buy it, whatever. Remove so much friction from the process to make it so that you can get more out of your marketing. We're so excited for that. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching this week's weekly breakdown. Stay tuned for next week's. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at the top.